Hello and welcome to my Just Java lesson 1. So in our Just Java lesson 1, this is my Android Studios and I want to show you guys what we've done in it. We added all of this here and we put it under a linear layout, which we set the orientation to vertical. What this right here does, it's going to set everything from top to bottom, and it encompasses everything from this button down here all the way to this small text view up top. I also want to show you some important parts of our code. So this button here is very important too. Same with this button here. And what it shows up as is text equals plus. So that means it's just going to show a plus sign right here. Same with this. It's going to show up as a subtraction sign. But it also sends this command, Android onClick equals increment. So that means every time you click it, it's going to call the command increment. This command is being called in Java. So let's head over to Java. In our Java, we have an integer with the quantity set to 0. And here it says public void increment. So that means every time we click on it, it's going to call this command right here. What this command does, it's going to plus 1 to the quantity and then display the quantity. Where it's going to display, it's actually going to display to this 0. So that means it's going to plus 1 to this 0 and display as 1. We also have to give it an ID to make sure that it works. So this decrement, it does the exact opposite actually. It's going to subtract this quantity by 1. So let's say it was 1 and we subtract it by 1, it's going to be 0 now. So now it's going to display it as 0 again. Over here we have a public void submit order. Now this command is actually being called from this button. This button, you can see here, it says Android onClick submit order. And in this command, you can see it says integer number of coffees equals quantity. So that means we're going to create a global variable with the name of number of coffees. We're going to set it equals to quantity. Quantity is here. This is why making this a global variable is very important. We can call it into all of these other. Here, we also have display price, number of coffees times 5. That means we're going to display the price right here as times 5. So let's say we have a 1 here. It's going to times it by 5, and it's going to say $5. I want to show you guys this app now, and here. You can see every time I subtract, it subtracts by 1. Every time I add, it adds by 1. So we have 14 coffees right now. Let's order. It's going to be $17. The reason why it is because 5 times 14 is 70. Now I want to show you our Gitkraken. So here's our Gitkraken. We have a development, a main, and a lesson 1. Let's say we want to go back to our older save. We can go back to this one. It says linear layout. So we click on it. Check out this commit. Let's head over to our Android Studio. Oh no, where did everything go? So everything is gone now because we have new code right here. It's really simple. It was our first one. It's the quantity, the text view, the button. We can check out this one now. You can see here it says add a new Java code. So let's head over and check our Java code. Oh, okay. So we have submit order display number 77 times 2 plus 1. So that means every time we click on this order, it's going to display that 7 times 2 plus 1. If we go here, check out this commit. You can see it changes again. And now this looks really much like it was before, but in our here in our Java code, it's a lot different. You can see we just set quantity equals 3. We don't add by 1. We just set it to 3. Same with this right here, the decrement. Before it was subtract by 1. Now it's just set to 1. Same with the submit order coffees. It just sets integer number of coffees equals to 2 and times it by 5. So that means it's just going to be 10 every single time. I also want to show you guys what it looks like in our development. Just give me a second, I need to clear this up. So if we go to our development, you can see we merged it. So we check out this merge. It should be the same as our original code. The reason why is because we merged the two branches together. That means this code right now should be the same as it was in lesson 1. And it really clearly is. Everything is the same. So we can also get to our GitHub. In our GitHub, we can go to, oh, that's the wrong one. I'm sorry. This is our lesson 1, and it's the same. We can also go to change the code if we wanted to. So go here. Wanted to, we could just change some code in our XML. So let's say we wanted to add something, we could with this edit right here, edit this file. I don't want to edit it right now because then I'm gonna have to go change it. But yeah, so that's what we've done in our Just Java app so far for lesson 1. Thank you for watching.